What up, y'all? So I'm about to go pick my truck up. I've first pretty much been in the shop for about 2 weeks from the dealer with the CPC issue that I was talking about. Going to talk to them about the quote they sent me, because it seems like they like to upcharge on some stuff, and kind of don't listen what I gotta say when I have to say it. Because I told them that this was the issue about it. My air system, that when they got towed here, the guy disconnected a fitting on the air dryer. They go back and tell me that wasn't the case, and then they come back with the diagnosis, like pretty much that's what they told me. And I haven't been able to talk to a manager or anything like that to make these corrections, or see what we can do, talk about it. So they should be here now because it was over the holiday and whatnot, so I get it. And I wasn't in town anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go settle this up, get this taken care of, and show y'all what it is. But I'll show you guys the last estimate of everything changed on it before I go up in here, just to see, to show you guys pretty much what the upcharge is and what I pay for to get this my truck out the shop and get everything taken care of. So, but see y'all in a second. All right, y'all. So here's the quote from the dealer. This is the first part with the CPC. I pretty much we're gonna zoom in here. So pretty much explains what they did, what the diagnosis is. I'm trying to highlight it there, but I'm kind of screwing that up. But yeah, pretty much they did diagnostic. The lights popped up on the dashboard, blah blah blah, and yeah, explains that, as you can see. And then now we're gonna go to the other part. So pretty much what they did, their diagnosis and their process of the diagnosis. Bunch of jibber jabber here and there, and it just comes to end up being the CPC, as we see there. So that's the cost. So as you can see that. And then now we go to the second job, which is the one that's in question that I was referring to, because they pretty much didn't do anything as far as I know of, and it's about $585, I think they're charging me. Third job was the QCV valve. That was that. But here's the total. It's $3,982. All right, y'all. So sitting there with Truck Country. As I said, I was gonna go inside and just talk about something about that job line number 2, because it kind of didn't make any sense to me. But basically, I couldn't talk to nobody. I was there for about an hour. The manager or whoever can adjust it is in a meeting or whatever. Shit, he probably wasn't even there. But then they're like, oh, well, he'll be out of his meeting, quote unquote, in about 45 minutes. And I'm like, well, I gotta go. So can he call me when he gets done? Because I gotta go drop this runner off, because I'm not trying to get charged another day for having it. So y'all costing me money. So I go do that. And I think it's like 6:30 right now. Still no phone call. They're open until midnight, and they open back up at 6 a.m. So I'll be back up there in the morning going over this, because like I said, it's not making no sense. As I said before, basically they're essentially overcharging me for something that I said was wrong and what was causing the airline issue. Let me rewind it back. So basically the issue is I took it in for the CPC, got that all fixed and whatnot. Then they're like, after they got that done, they're like, oh, there's something else going on. It's the ECAS system. So it's like the electronic control air system. So what that stands for. They said that's an issue. We need to charge $190, which is their hourly rate, plus I think another 2 hours. So 3 hours worth. So $585 is what I'm trying to get taken off. For one, I told them the issue was that when I got the truck towed there, the tow guy took off a fitting off the air dryer, and I told them this. I was like, there shouldn't be no air issue, because if there is, it's probably because the tow guy took a fitting off the air dryer or somewhere on the where the air tanks are. And they tell me that's not the issue. They need to do more diagnosis. I'm like, all right, well, do it. At that point, I was hoping to get the truck back, but it didn't end up happening. So I stayed in the rental for another, 10 days. Then they called me back. This was Friday. And they called me back on, was it Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday or something like that? Or email me, I should say. They basically tell me, I talked to somebody. He's like, the issue was the airline fitting, or the fitting for the airline was what I told them was missing, and that fixed the problem. So something I told them, but they're still going ahead and trying to charge me the $585, which I have no problem paying, but I'm not going to pay no $585 for something I told them was the issue. But I definitely have no problem, paying and compensating for what the time was done, which shouldn't have took that long anyways. So at least an hour. So got no problem. But then I come back, I'm back in town. I go in there, like as y'all see, and one of the guys that are there, they're like, oh well, yeah, it was the fitting was the problem. But he went to go talk to the foreman, and basically I hear him and the foreman going talking over, because this is right 2 steps away in the other room, and you can hear everything what they're talking about in there. And basically the foreman says we didn't even do anything on it yet. Like, as far as he knows, that's the issue. There's still an issue besides that. And I'm like, what the hell? So he comes out and tells me that they basically didn't do whatever diagnosing or prognosis, whatever y'all know what I'm talking about, diagnosis, prognosis, they figure out the issue. So they basically didn't fix whatever they said they were trying to fix. And I'm like, I'm thinking like, okay, whatever. But then the guy's like, well, we can, if you want, we could take the truck and do a quick run and try to figure it out. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, y'all pretty much been wasting my time for almost 2 weeks now. I didn't say that, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I just want to get this taken care of and get the truck out of here. That's what happens. But no one's there to pretty much help me. All the guys there are, as far as changing the quote, as far as work that's been done, is useless. And I've been trying to get that done for about 7 days, probably 5 days now. But now you're going on another day. But like I said, I went up there. The guys there, quote unquote, and he's supposed to call me. And it's been 2 hours now. I haven't got no call. So shit, I got all the more the reason to complain about not paying the whole thing. Because you guys are causing me more time. Like, I'm still need to take the truck, my trailer somewhere. So I obviously dropped the rental off. So now I don't have a truck to move my trailer around, and I need my truck. So they would be salty if I still got spare keys. They would be salty if I went over there and just took my shit. And we'll figure it out later, since y'all want to bullshit. Y'all taking y'all sweet time, diagnosing, fixing, trying to accommodate me. I wouldn't even say accommodate, but working with me, whatever you want to call it. It's not really accommodating, because it's at y'all convenience. It's not at my convenience. It's at my expense at the end of the day. The more time y'all take to do everything, as simple as just communicating, it's costing me money. Like, the small little thing that was causing this air issue was a fitting. And I told them this. But they, for whatever reason, thought they knew otherwise, and costing me being in another rental for another week, costing me another $1,000+. So it's like, bruh, what's going on? Sorry, that's my little girl right there. She trying to get in here. But yeah, causing me more money. So it's like, man, y'all are not doing good business. It's not how you treat people. At least communicate. That's all I ask for. Just communicate, communicate, communicate. At least we're all going to be on the same page at the end of the day. There ain't going to be no confusion. But when you just leave days or spots and missing stuff, it's like, bruh, come on now. But I'm not going to rant too much. I am going to figure out this tomorrow, and I'll update y'all or continue the video then. So, deuces. I'm about to go back in here, as I was saying yesterday, and probably going to end up talking to the general manager because he just keep bullshitting. But I guess we'll find out. I got it back. Finally got my shit back. It feels good to be in your own shit. I don't care if that rental was newer or not. This is my shit. But I got my shit hooked up, got my trailer, heading over to my mechanic that I can trust to do stuff and whatnot. Because I guess I need new batteries, but I'm gonna let my mechanic take care of that. Because to be honest, I don't want the dealer fucking with my shit. They did work with me. They did take off like 300 and some bucks off just for all the headache and issues. Because realistically, I should have had my truck last, 2 weeks ago. But they're misdiagnosing stuff and not listening to what I was telling them. Cost me staying in the rental for another run, going out to Cali. So, I probably could have got more back, but I'm not gonna trip. It is what it is. I'm not gonna cause myself more headache. I just want my shit back, and I want to out there shit into some more trusted hands. Because, like I said, everything has pretty much been a headache. I'll show you the bill in a second here. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know real quick, and I'll show you the bill in a minute. Alright. So here is the final bill from Truck Country, the dealer. As you can see, they changed some other stuff. Whatever. I don't know what they were doing, but this is line 2 that I was talking about earlier. They added some other stuff to it, it looks like, and adjusted it. They took off, 285 bucks. Shout out to them for someone working with you, man. But, still bullshit. I'll take it. They added this part here. This was not all on there last time, but they found 2 strip bolts. 2 strip bolts told the foreman that the additional time was needed to remove mod and pump to drill out bolts, removed mod, drained coolant, put order in fuel in for new plug and gaskets needed, but engine at TDC end of shift. Replace QCV valve, reinstalled fuel pump with new O-ring, replace coolant plug on back side of fuel mod, reinstalled fuel mod, had to pull back out and chase threads on all holes for bolts and had trouble reinstalling all fuel lines, had to clean and lube O-rings, reinstall coolant lines, tighten drain and filled the coolant when truck was full of coolant, noticed the drain was leaking, tried to tighten and had no luck, redrained coolant and tried removing drain, thread stripped and left aluminum in block, had to melt aluminum out of threads and chase with thread chaser, install new plug and refill coolant with topped off coolant with new prime fuel system on truck. Went to start, battery was dead, jump truck, blah blah blah. Kind of already know all that, so that was new. This is because going to something else, because I think this would cause something. My mechanic told me after he did some stuff, so I'll talk about that in 1 second. But I think that's the battery part. So nothing charged there, but as you see, total $3,776. Oops, my bad. $3,776.64. Before it was what, $39, and that was without tax. So this is with tax and everything. But yeah, there y'all go with the information. All right, so I'm gonna go into with the long information I had there about with all the coolant lines and then redrilling and all doing all the other bullshit with the QCV valve, my bad. So, as I was saying, I was taking my truck over to my mechanic, because I was gonna have him do. My truck's been sitting for a month, and I was supposed to get a PM. So I went ahead and just had him do that, do a PM, rotate my tires. He got me a new 7-way connector because I was having trouble with that. I bought one at, I think, Love's, I think, because my other one was tweaking. I fucked that one up. Because it wasn't, my trailer lights weren't coming on. My blinkers and everything worked, but the trailer lights weren't coming on. So he got me a new 7-way. He replaced 2 lights on the trailer, the top clearance and the lower clearance, and readjusted my brakes on the trailer because I think it was causing my ABS to act funny because it'll pop on and off here and there and whatnot. So he did all that, but problem that came up, I just brushed it off or whatever. But he calls me, he's like, "Yo, did you put oil in your truck recently, or what? When did you have a last oil change?" I'm like 5-6 months ago. He was like, "Well, someone put more oil in here than need be." He's like, "You had almost 21 gallons, and your truck is only supposed to hold 9." And I'm like, "What?" Like, I was like, "You did tell me about that before, probably about like 3 months ago. You had you was doing something on my truck, and you were checking my oil, and you noticed it was kind of high, so you drained it, and you said like I had like 11 gallons in it or something like that, and that was my fault." I was like, "Oh, cool, that's my fault then, because I did add some oil, like a gallon or something like that before. Got misread the line, I guess." He's like, "Yeah, just make sure you pay attention, and yeah, don't overfill it. It's bad for the engine." But ever since then, he told me that I haven't did shit. Just kept on top of it. If I did notice, but everything's been good since he had it, and I haven't put no oil in that motherfucker at all this whole time. So when Truck Country is doing whatever they're doing with the QCV valve, I keep doing that. They added more oil in there, double the amount. And my mechanic Nevin is sitting there telling me like, "Bro, that's bad. That's really bad. Like that can just as bad as you not having no oil in there is just as bad as you having oil to that capacity." Like I had 9. Like the truck is only supposed to have 9. That's the amount it needs to run correctly. I had 20, 21, so I had over double the amount. So that's weird. So yeah, they drained that, got me my PM and everything, changed out the filters and all that. But yeah, he just called me like, "Damn, like bro, Truck Country is fucking up." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that's why I don't even try to take my shit over there. I've been every time, either me, my dad, my uncle, all of us have some type of experience. It's never just real smooth. I think I had one smooth experience, and that was it. After that, everything has just been bump, problem, not communicating, this, that. It's just always some bullshit." But said all be all, I got my truck back. It's running good, sounds good. Got some stuff done. I still got some more work to do on the truck, unfortunately. Got a power steering issue. Got to probably do the gearbox and the power steering pump. So more fun to do, but that's gonna come in the next couple weeks or so, something like that. But yeah, thanks for y'all tuning in, listen to my issues, and I wonder if y'all ever had the same issues at some of these dealers for places. And just for y'all just to have a good tip, always have more than one mechanic. Not even go as close as saying like get a mechanic that's I got my mechanic. He does pretty much almost everything, and some stuff he won't do. And I'm happy he's like, "Yeah, I won't tackle that, man. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna try to. I'm just take it somewhere else." But if you could find other dealers to work with, that's probably the best idea too, because you always want to have more than one mechanic, have more than one dealer. Because I'm not even going to the story my uncle just had. Something going on with transmission. The dealer I just got my work done at, they was charging like $5,000 for something with the transmission and the split. I forgot what it was. The split in there. and possibly the clutch, if I'm not mistaken. But I know they were charging the doubling. They were charging like $1,600 to drop the transmission and put it back up. I can't remember. I gotta relook at it. But I know it was a big difference. Like, he took it to another dealer, same company, just in a different area, and they're charging way less. It ended up being $2,000 difference. Set all be all. I don't even think that's including the clutch part. So, yeah, be careful who you guys take your truck to. There's always a possibility you're getting overcharged. Oh wait, no, it's definitely 100% possibility you're getting overcharged. One way or another, especially when we take it to the dealer. But yeah, you just got to be careful and look, because some places really don't care. They're gonna hit you with what they got because they think they're the only game in town, and they could be the only game in town. That's fairly true, but damn, you gonna sit there and rip everybody off, rip all the truck drivers off? I know y'all probably deal with majority of companies, major companies, that they're not gonna bat an eye to it. But shit, when the small guys, small fleets, y'all hitting them with every single thing, and y'all not even doing y'all best work at the same time, it's like, damn, you can't win as an owner rock. But as far as trying to go to the dealer, but I make things work. Like I said, I got another mechanic that he does good work, honest work, and he doesn't charge an arm and a leg, and I appreciate that. And just gotta find more guys out there, but you gotta go through the bumps and bruises and finding it. You know, you just gotta try places out. Just don't be cool with being comfortable working that dealership or dealer with that mechanic because they worked on your shit. Because why are you gonna keep letting them work on your shit if they're gonna keep screwing up, costing you more money, and not being honest and not communicating? Just go to somewhere else and see what they about. They could be better, or they could be worse. But at that point in time, it feels like you're going through worse, so it can't be any worse, in my opinion. So just take that tip. Just always have more than one mechanic. I have more than 3. I'm at 2 right now. I'm still looking for another one, but that's just to keep the balls rolling and whatnot. Let me end this video real quick because my little one is screaming and arguing with the older one. So y'all who got kids already know, but KeaToSuccess out. Deuces.